Hello, writing pals. Today I am diving into my book journal to show you how I have been outlining my scenes for CampNaNoWriMo and why I'm going to be continuing this method after camp. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. I upload twice a week with fun bookish and writing related content. And also, before we get started, I'm sick. And I'm filming anyways. I hope you guys don't mind. I might not be as high energy as I usually am, but this is an important topic and I wanted to make sure that I got it out kind of towards the start of CampNaNoWriMo because I think it's really helpful and I think a lot of people might be able to benefit from the tips I've got stored up for you guys. So first up, this is the book I've been journaling in for my story, Down the Fox Path, a dark fantasy novel and project I am aiming to finish up this CampNaNoWriMo, but I'll talk more about that in another video that's coming out very soon. Don't worry, introducing what exactly the story is. So in this book, I write down pretty much everything about my book, characters, world building, and now that all that is finished and I'm just now over 36,000 words into the story, I started this back on April 13th. I've been using it to outline my scenes because a bit of background about moi, I can outline until the cows come home. But I always get new random ideas or find better ways of finishing up a scene or changing things up as I'm writing, so I always get discouraged when I have to change my outlines or that I can't follow them to save my life. This is a pretty good happy medium for me. I'm planning before I start writing. It keeps my writing sessions on track and I have some pretty good ideas of what I want to write, so I'm not staring at my computer screen for hours before I can type a word. So let's get into how I do this. First, I primarily outline by asking myself questions, mainly the same four every time. Keeps it all organized in my brain. I'll add in some more questions if I see the need for a scene, but the ones I ask are the main ones I need to really get a scene going. I think everyone could really use these questions when they're outlining a scene or outlining a book in general. The first question is, how does the main character or point of view character feel? By asking this question, we're setting the tone for the start and most of the scene. We've opened a scene having just left off with a little girl losing her doll. How she feels instantly sets the mood or tone for the scene. If she's angry or sad, upset, maybe she's all right. Answering this question is key for opening your scene and setting the mood for the rest of it. Then I ask myself, what are they going to do about it? This is our character's motivation. The actions we're going to have during the scene based off of their emotions. If the little girl is sad because she lost her doll, her goal is to find the doll. She goes looking for it. It's the main action for the scene. Next up, you ask yourself, what are outsiders or others going to do, or how are they going to react to the main character's actions? Are people going to help the little girl? You always need an outside force reacting to your point of view characters, good reasons or bad. Everything done causes a reaction. And my final question is, what happens next? So the questions I ask myself beforehand set the stage, and what happens next is the main actions. What will the characters do? Do they all go hunting in search for the lost doll? Do they discourage the little girl from looking until later? This is the main chunk of your scene. This is the main action of what's going on. Everyone's reactions and reacting to each other to how the main character feels and what they want to do to change that. That's really the chunk and main gist of a scene. From here, you can continue to ask yourself questions about what's going on until you finish the chapter or the scene. Quick tip, just my own little personal tidbit that I do. Write out a full scene, but make sure you leave off without answering all the questions. If you need to, go back a few lines or paragraphs and have the chapter end there. You shouldn't end every chapter with all the questions answered. Leave some for the reader to keep reading for. Perhaps the little girl found her doll. Hooray! But it's broken. Or dirty. End the scene or chapter with that information. It'll make the reader want to know what they're going to do about it. Are they going to throw the doll away? Are they going to try and fix it or wash it? We've answered one question, but in doing so, we've created more for the reader. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more writing videos. Like I said earlier, I upload twice a week with lots of fun content. At least, I think I'm fun. And if you're doing CampNaNoWriMo, I hope that it is all going well for you, and you can add me as a buddy on NaNoWriMo. I'm on there as XannasRenee, all one word. I'll have it right here and in the description box down below. And you can also follow me on all of my socials. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at XannasBooks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!